Buenas tardes a todos.
Good afternoon to one and all. We are in the Agora and Telefónica stand in the Mobile World Congress, and we are going to introduce the proposal of Telefónica in this special edition of the Mobile World Congress. First of all, the first thing I'm going to say is commitment. Telefónica is committed to be here and to share with you, if you come to see us, the different solutions that are already a reality and are going to help us to improve things are happening. When we started working and thinking about the different proposals, we said, so how are we going to go there? Which are the messages we need to convey? The messages of how can I help with technology to, on the one hand, so that businesses and society, and on the other hand, the planet, can be benefited by the use of the 5G, LED computing, the algorithms of the deep learning, artificial intelligence, or the connected vehicles, and a long list of different technologies. How can we face these challenges in these three big areas: business, society, and planet? So, in these three pillars, we are going to offer different solutions. First of all, in the morning, I was talking to some friends and colleagues, and we brought 3 stands here. And our colleagues with the presentation and the demos, and then finally, a booth, a stand in 4 years from now, everything related to innovation and co-innovation, led by Telefónica, Wayra, and then a third stand, a third booth, you, on the other side of the screen, connected from Argentina, from Mexico, from Peru, from Brazil, obrigado, and also in Germany, danke, and also in United Kingdom, and you are also in Spain. So we have created 3 different stands, 3 different booths, and one of them is virtual. So having said so, we are going to go to the point. I've talked about 3 pillars. Business is the first one, and in business we faced different challenges. So first of all, the industry is an economic pillar, and it can help us to solve the economic problems of the country and all the countries, because we need to face challenges. So we have this new technology, and I'm going to give the floor to someone who is an expert. And I'm going to use the word real a lot of times, because in the 2021 edition, apart from talking about future and ZTE or Huawei can talk about all these things because they are technology developers, we are going to offer you real solutions for your customers. So all the different cases are real cases, reality, because they need us now, not tomorrow, here. And the first case related to the industry, I'm going to give the floor to Alejandro Alonso Portero. Alejandro, who is in the Technological Innovation Department, and he's going to talk about industry. Alejandro? Hello, Guillermo. We are in this smart industry stand, and here you can see a reflection of the concept tests we are doing. We are going to show you the demo we are doing with the Bilbao port. We have this entry booth into the port, and we are zooming into the booth, where we can see different types of lorries. We are going to focus on these 2 lorries, and we have deployed different cameras. In the rear, And then in the front, we can read the different information about the role. We have a deep learning algorithm, and if there is a problem with the license plate or also the type of charge they are carrying, and also we can determine that this lorry has access to the terminal, so it's allowed inside. It's done almost on real time, and it's like a free flow toll. And now we can see this maintenance board of all the different flows of the camera. We see the number plates, the containers, the different goods the lorries are carrying with this algorithm of deep learning of artificial intelligence. Here you can see a summary of the different lorries that get into the terminal, if the entrance was approved or not. And all these using the algorithms. And then in the second stage of the demo, we are going to see in this arch another flow of cameras. We double check what we said. We double check that everything in the first stage is correct, and the lorries are carrying dangerous goods. We can detect again this good and redirect the lorry to the part of the terminal where it belongs. So I am reading the type of hazardous materials you are carrying, so you have to go to this place, a specific place into the terminal. So it's important to know at real time the type of hazardous materials are inside the terminal in case there are any problems, and because they will know how to react in case of an accident. Now the lorry went to the right, and then this is the second part of the demo with mobile APTM Barcelona, AP Terminal Group. We have these cranes, and we call them straddle carriers, and they have connectivity and 5G probes, sensors, and we can determine the safety of the environment. We see the cranes that could collide and crash into the other, so it is super precise, and all the environment, the edge computing is determining the level of alert and collision level of these different environments of the terminal. In these cranes and lorries and all the workers of the terminal at real time and very precise with 5G solutions. So we see that one of the cranes, which is empty, is going to the buffering area. And the buffering area, you load and unload the containers. So here we see the edge computing is determining the position of the crane, the position of the lorry, and the position of the lorry driver, who is going to monitor that all the process is being done correctly. So the edge computing knows where all the elements are allocated, and also to determine if all the elements are safe. Otherwise, it would trigger an alarm. This means that the efficiency in logistic-wise is increased. It's important to know the control in real time, and also in CO2, because the movements of the cranes and the lorries are much more efficient. The third part of the demo is this predictive maintenance. There are a lot of sensors in the crane in order to determine how the engine is and how the tires are. And it's sent on real time to the edge computing in Telefónica, and then we double check everything, the oil levels, the engine status, and then we know that in 3 days' time we need maintenance in order to save costs and also preventive efficiencies. And with all this in Telefónica, we have digitalized these ports with different stakeholders in an ecosystem. It's based on an ecosystem with different actors intervening in order to have benefits for everybody. This is all I wanted to say. Thank you very much. I hope you like it, and if you have any dates, please ask.
Muchas gracias, Alejandro.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. So if I got you correctly, I'm trying to send like short messages, short take-home messages. So the take-home message would be, we can cut CO2 emissions in a harbor in 1 year, thanks to this project, 76 tons in terms of CO2 emissions. First take-home message. Second take-home message, we're able to provide workers with a much safer environment. And the third take-home message, which is going to be presented now, is going to be presented by a colleague, and it has to do with predictive maintenance. Predictive maintenance, which was already introduced by Alejandro, has to do with the following. I install a sensor here in this point of the chain, and if the sensor fits the cloud with data, and then we compare with behavior data of this same device, I can anticipate potential problem and replace the device or the engine, whatever it is, before it breaks down. So I'm becoming much more efficient thanks to that. So this would be what predictive maintenance would be about. We'll touch on business also. We'll have a demo on business. But now let's move to a more social element. A lot has happened socially in the last year and a half. I'm sure that you've been locked down at home, playing at home, learning how to manage our own health. We've been using Teams, top-notch. So a lot has happened in terms of connectivity at home. That's why we brought connectivity at home here. And we have a partner in the COCD area led by Chema Alonso. Her name is Brenda. Is going to tell us more about how it works and what's our value proposition at this Mobile World Conference edition. Off we go. Hello, Guillermo, and good afternoon, one and all. Telefónica's purpose in the last year and a half has gained stamina thanks to connectivity at home. That's why we have been working to make sure that the digital home is the node of technologies in homes. Furthermore, online shopping has been an ally this last year and a half, and that's why we have been walking one step forward, and we have our own e-commerce platform. We are the first telco that has brought e-shopping into TV. Shopping applications serve a double purpose, which is, on the one hand, enabling easy e-shopping to all our customers, but also providing companies with the opportunity to present and showcase their products and stores to Movistar clients through our platform. We have also developed the Limin app of the Movistar campus that you can see here, and that is an edutainment platform combining education and entertainment in order to learn differently, as it has been the case with the shopping living apps. In Movistar campus offers educational content developers to expose such content to Movistar customers. Also, we have brought other services to you here at the Mobile World Conference, and these services are at your disposal through the different Movistar applications. Amongst these, I would like to underline Movistar Tokens, which is a reward program that rewards users for being more digital. We basically incentivize users to carry out actions within Movistar products and services. So if they perform such actions, they receive tokens that can be exchanged by different benefits, such as data bonus, movie rentals, or access to Movistar Plus channels, etc. So, on the other hand, we have smart gaming Wi-Fi. Smart Wi-Fi helps users manage their Wi-Fi network in a very simple manner. Furthermore, we work to offer unique experiences that help users make the most of their Wi-Fi network. That's why we have developed the gaming functionality. The gaming functionality allows users to perform two actions. One, device prioritization, and secondly, they can open ports of different gaming services. This allows our users to ensure the better efficiency of their connectivity. The application is very easy to use. In order to improve gaming performance, is very easy. We also have this transparency center. We are aware of the importance of data privacy, and that's why we have developed this Movistar tool in the My Movistar app, and it will be shortly available in Living Apps. The Transparency Center allows users to manage their preferences, their privacy preferences, and their data management preferences, and check the gigabyte consumption, inbound, outbound traffic, etc. We need to bear in mind that this tool was developed using a very simple language so that they are as user-friendly as possible so that users control their digital experience. And that's it. That's all we've brought to you to the Mobile World Conference from Digital Home. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you very soon. Thank you very much, Brenda Bolero. Thank you very much. So let's move on. We started by referring to the more social side, starting with the digital home. Now let's move to the second element which is important today within this field, and it's related to sports. How does it feel? Sports. So when we started this demo a while ago, we were discussing about it like, oh, how are we going to approach the sports? Because I believe sports have been important in the last few months, haven't they? A great deal. How did you feel when there were no soccer matches on TV? So when there's a basketball match, a soccer match, whatever, we have targets, we have things, we've got like the normality we all look forward to ahead. And it moves a lot of money, right? It makes money circulate. So we wanted to bring sports to you, and we have included it within society, otherwise it would be a little bit crazy. So what have we brought to you sports-wise? We've brought you 3 demos related to sports. These applications have been developed from the technological innovation side and from technological tech. So now they're going to show us about how, by using 5G algorithms, low latency, interesting projects related to sports. We'll see 2 demos, and the rest all yours. You will be able to check them in your digital twins. Let's connect. I think our colleague is ready. Juan Cambero, I'm sure you all know him. If you want to speak about 5G, talk to Juan. Not only in Telefónica, but in any other OT. So, Juan Cambero, off you go. Hello, and thank you very much, Guillermo. Good morning, good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to the sports demo in Telefónica Kazakhstan in the Mobile World Conference 2021. We want to show and broadcast how 5G digitization help us digitize sports with the aim of developing new ways and means of enjoying sports and providing spectators with new services for them to be more efficient, for retransmissions and broadcastings to be much more efficient, to also follow up players and improve our health thanks to connectivity and IoT. We'll share two demos with you. The first one is the automatic TV production in collaboration with La Caruna Football Club. Here we can see 3 shots that will help us develop the narrative. What have we done in the stadium? We have deployed a 5G network, a private last generation with a 3.5 coverage in 26 gigahertz with 5 GB download possibilities. Why this last generation coverage in the stadium? Well, we have installed 5 cameras gathering the recording of the game and that send the video by 5G. Of course, this needs of a wide upload band with a LEDs, and there we have an AI software which you can see here working. It assesses the 8 cameras. It checks where the players are, where the ball is, and on the basis of this information it sends commands to the cameras. Zoom in, move that way, move here, and choose the best camera to come up with a video out or program to be sent to a streaming platform or a mixer in a TV studio. And what is the outcome of that? Well, we have an automatic TV production platform with no need to send a satellite or to displace human teams. This democratizes direct sports at a scalable rate, allowing us for cool live broadcastings at all levels, not only in the first league. We can see the system playing now, operating, and here, on the other hand, we have a sample of the cameras that we have installed in La Coruña Stadium. These are PTZ cameras that can zoom in. They receive the AI commands to follow the match. And here we have one of the first millimetric routers for 5G that we deployed in La Coruña Stadium. Guillermo, this is my demo, the automatic broadcasting. And here we have another project that is being deployed in Osasuna. This is a Humanox technology. We aim at gathering information and trainings about players' performance and health. This allows the technical team to assess the game, to take real-time decisions, change their strategy, etc. How do we do that? Well, we have these 2 items here. This one has a temperature sensors connected by Bluetooth with the other one. They have an accelerometer, a GPS, and another very important element, which is a microphone that records how many times you've hit the ball with your left hand, right hand, or leg rather. And this is gathered in a platform, of course, and this allows the technical team to assess both players' performance and their state of shape so that they can be replaced whenever it's necessary. Guillermo, this is what I wanted to share with you. Please check the demos in Telefónica stand. It's back to you, Guillermo. It's just amazing, Juan, as always. So this includes a microphone. So when players speak to the... Well, we have to introduce other algorithms, right? Word recognition algorithms, automatic production, to democratize events. Barca Madrid will be old-styled, of course, forever, but we'll get to more sports matches. 5G activation, automatic transmission, quite amazing, isn't it? So we've seen industry, business, we've seen social, we've seen how Brenda told us about the IoT and home technology. Now we have another area related to the planet. This is another message. This is another take-home message from our side. I believe this is a compulsory take-home message, and we need to incorporate it in all the messages that we want to convey in present and future messages. It's all about sustainability. Beyond the demo that is going to be given to us briefly, we need to be aware of the fact that we need to be sustainable as human beings. We need to develop an eco-smart label, smart building labels. I remember when we were speaking in the past about services for people for handicapped, and I always said, no, there are some services that are tailor-made for people with a handicap, but all services should be also available for people with disabilities. So the same applies to sustainability. All services need to be designed in low CO2 emission environments and high energy efficiency. Let's see what we have. I have already eaten, but I could eat lettuce easily, and you will understand why I say that. I'll give the floor to Pat Rebuelda from Telefónica Tech. She's ready. She's going to tell us more about a vertical green solution. What an amazing one. Thank you very much, Guillermo. This is a demo of a vertical agriculture system where we emulate the parameters and the growth parameters of different crops, such as lettuce or strawberries. Thanks to this control system and to several sensors, we can come up to the perfect temperature, the temperature, humidity, and light intensity. Thanks to the platform, we can control all these parameters as to control at all times how plants grow. This is an amazing solution for the desertification problem that we are experiencing due to climate change, and this is also an excellent solution to the increasing demand for food. In 45 square meters, we can increase the production of these plants, controlling resources such as the reduction of water, 95% reduction, no pesticides. It's an extremely sustainable solution that can respond to this need for more and more food production. Thank you very much, Pav. Lettuce, strawberries. In Huelva, we are working in a project producing strawberries, and we're exporting the strawberries to Germany. 4 times the price, by the way. It's amazing how things change, isn't it? I believe the project is very interesting. We've been sharing it this morning with the Minister of Industry, Reyes Maroto, who was here, and she asked, so, in terms of workforce, does this reduce the number of workers? And we answered her the following. We said, in order to cultivate a hectare, you need 16 people working on that hectare to produce food, to produce strawberries. With this environment, with 3 real containers, not the ones that you've seen here, 3 containers, 3 people. And you're like, oh, you're not helping me. You're firing people. But the answer is yes, I'm helping you, because you will have rural workers, and you will be using digital profiles, because they will need to be trained in IoT, big data programming. They will need to know how things work at the cloud level, so you will be able to reposition digital workers in Spain. So these projects open new doors and windows, new opportunities. So we've seen 4 blocks or 4 areas: business, industry, society, and the environment. But we've only seen 4 demos up to now. Why is that? Well, for the very same reason that you are there, because they are being shown from the digital twin or digital virtual environment. And here's my brother, the big Bravo. I'm about to cry. I love him so much. And he's going to show us the following. He's going to show us briefly something very interesting. He's going to be navigating through our digital twin. As you can see here, there are some people who eat lettuce and then ride a bike or run on this belt. This is totally healthy. Now he's approaching the tourism area called Smart Tourism. As you can see here, we have Spain map, and we will now access 3 case studies that we can access to through the digital twin. David, feel free. You can go online, https telefonica.com. I'm not going to repeat it. So you can access each project, or even access, in this case, the digital documents. Which case studies I was speaking about here to make you willing to visit them? One is related, as we said before, we've said it before, yeah, it's the simultaneous translation using 5G and Let's Computing, which is being pretty well implemented in the area of tourism, hotels, citizens' attention, being able to communicate simultaneously in several languages. Another project is related to augmented reality. Juan José Rodríguez Huipiáñez, I don't know if you've heard of him. He's been traveling around Malaga. He's been in a procession around Malaga, and he's been using augmented reality, geo-referenced content in Larios Street in Malaga, a very typical street in Malaga, very well-known street in Malaga Avenue, where procesiones, the Eastern processions, take place. So that's very interesting. You can expand time, and not only the 4 or 3 days that it lasts. And the third case is related to Barcelona. We're using Insights. It's there if we click on Barcelona. Well, we want to invite you to access the digital twin. These are insights to predict occupation, tourism occupation in different areas of the city. It really helps public administrations better plan urban planning by knowing how tourisms are going to behave beforehand, before they actually come. Pretty interesting. So this is the first time that we use this tool. This is the digital SME. Small and medium-sized enterprises. This morning we've had around the director of SME director, Javier Vizcaíno, and he told the minister, what have we brought and why? Well, it's about time to bring it. It's a very timely moment to bring this project. And the minister told us we need to help SMEs to know how to move forward, because they don't really know how to carry out this transformation. Some do, but most SMEs don't. It's normal. And here in Spain, it's incredible. The GDP depends on SMEs a great deal, even more than it does on big companies. So you can all download this digital document. It's an amazing presentation. Check it. Here there is a list of different case studies on how to contribute to the digital transformation for SMEs. This is a guideline, right, about how important communications are, the workspace, the cloud, safety, security. There are some elements that will guide us, that will guide SMEs to become more and more digital, to carry out this digital transformation. So it's the first time we bring this service here. It's the first time we share it with you proactively, and we thought it was very important to do so beyond the account itself. right? So, digital twin. The digital twin is the third stand. The second stand is wire and open innovation, and the first stand is the one where we are. Now we are sharing with you. This is the Agora. Now we're gonna connect. We're gonna connect to our colleagues or with our colleagues. Use the digital twin. Play with it. Tell us how to improve it, because we'll be back in 2022. I think we have a meeting to organize 2022, sorry, next week already. So now we have time for questions. There's a question, which is always nice to have. Guillermo, what have we shown the king this morning? Oh, a lot. This year's meeting has been different, so the king has not visited all the pavilion. We had the chance to show the VIP, the different contents. So many representatives from different companies have shared their contents. So we went to the VIP room to focus on industry. Harbors, the harbors example, that's what we have shown the king. Real life solutions for CO2 emissions reduction and to improve safety thanks to predictive maintenance. That's what we have shown His Majesty this morning between 8 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, different companies have had the opportunity to address the royal family, so much so that the minister came afterwards. So I think there's another question. How can we have access to all the case studies presented at the mobile? I think the bid has shown it. You can access a digital twin. The digital twin will be available for a short period of time, and then all the content will be hosted in a repository. You will be informed. But please, download it now. Download right away the digital guidelines. The work behind is just incredible. So you will have information about the 6 areas in these guidelines. It has been very successful, so I'm sure we'll have to open to new sectors. Probably we have a guideline on industry, we have a guideline on SMEs, we have a digital guideline on tourism, we have a 4th digital guideline related to the digital home, sports, and the 6th one is sustainability. We call it transformation for sustainability. Not only sustainability, but transformation for sustainability. I think we have no more questions, so there we go. I have to remember what has happened, to take note of what has happened here, and I believe that we have to applaud all our colleagues from Innovation, Telefónica Tech, so all these presentations have been available in a triple way. Digital twin, physical life, and guidelines, digital guidelines. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. I will threaten you now to come back. I will be back. And for those who have not seen it today, tell them to come tomorrow. Thank you very much.